Welcome back, everybody. I wanted to show you how I use some of the skins, either from mostly from underneath of pores. I pour over freezer paper. It has like a coating on it. It makes the skin easier to remove and be able to reuse. So here are some of the things that I've been working on. Of course, they're not finished. They are still in the beginning stages. These are eventually going to be some kind of pendants. This one I already absolutely love. This one I don't think the camera is ever going to do justice. And this one, sadly, I was trying to use this beautiful little detail here somehow in this. And sadly, to me, it just looks like a penis. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that. Laugh, because that's what I do about that. I might trim it, find a different way to work that out. So I'm still thinking about this. All these this is a matte board, acid-free matte board. This is a leftover for me for matting photographs. And so I take the leftover pieces, which are usually they're square or rectangular, and they'll have, some of them have beveled edges on them. I like to use the beveled edges sometimes. And then I just cut these pieces that are left over into shapes that I like, that I think go well with a piece of a pore skin that looks really cool. So I just wrapped it. I cut that piece out. I wrapped it around a piece of matte board that I cut to this shape because I thought it looked like an interesting shape. I thought I could drill through here with my Dremel and make this a charm of some sort. Maybe add some beads or something. After, of course, it gets several dips in a polycrylic, which will make it nice and shiny. So here's the front and the back. I used that second pour, and you can actually see the texture in it as the light hits it. I don't know if that shows how well that'll show up on camera or not, but I'm giving it a shot here. So I'm really excited to just drill the hole in this. Stick a piece of string through it and start dipping it in the polycrylic and hanging it to dry. And then it'll be ready to use for whatever project I want to use it on. This one I did a little differently. This was just a shape that I had in mind, and I wanted to try and get the different colors as they went back and forth. And then, of course, I did a little zigzag on this closure here, which is where they met up. The pieces met up. You can see where I folded over here. And I don't know, can you see it? There's gold and green, and it really, I don't know that the camera is ever going to do this one justice. It's just one of those things. So this will also get drilled. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to drill it yet. Still thinking about that. But these edges here I cut just past where the matte board ends, and then I just use a lighter and I go along them. See, I still need to do that again a little bit because these aren't sealed all the way. Go a lighter and go along them, heat them up a little bit, and just pinch them closed. And then after I'm done, then I might trim it a little bit closer, and then I might do it again. It all depends on how it looks. So I will probably go over this one, at least in that one spot, another time. This one actually has the same side of an acrylic skin on it, whereas I use two different skins for this one. And this one I also use two different skins, my penis pendant here. Oh, life is funny. Anyway, I don't know what I'm going to do with this because it really, honestly, it just looks too much like a penis for me to I have to do something different. I have to cut it in another way, or I won't never be able to stop thinking it looks like a penis, no matter where I drill the hole in this thing. So I think I'm gonna cut this one again and re-glue together kind of the other side and make this so it doesn't look so much like a penis. Yeah. So this is the other side, which is a completely different skin, different colors even. I like to make it so that you can use either side. It shouldn't just be pretty it should be pretty all around, not just pretty on one side. But I'm gonna drill this one, and I may drill this one. We'll see how I feel when I get up there to do it. So I just want you to see how I do this. So my Dremel is getting caught up in other things here. So I do have a Dremel. I've had it for years, and this is just a drill bit that I put in the Dremel. I wanted to have a bit wider drill bit because it would be great if you could just put this on some kind of twine or something like that. And you need a bigger hole to do that. So I've not drilled big holes in these yet. I've only been drilling small holes and using wire with the small holes. But I want to try and do this with a bigger hole. And so here we go. This will be an experiment, and what I'm going to do is put a couple of pieces underneath of this so that I do not go through my desk. This is my desk, and in case you ever wonder, this is just contact paper, and I literally put it on the desk to protect it because I am really, really hard on my desk. And so when it gets really grungy, I wipe it and wipe it and wipe it, and when it gets really grungy, I change it. And it's a good way to have a workspace that you can just change up and will be clean very, very shortly. All right, I am going to try and put a hole. You want to leave enough at the top. I'm going to say right here. I think here is a good spot. Yes? Yes? All right, wish me luck. I think that might have done it. Did that do it? It did. All right, so as with any time you're going to drill something like this, you're going to get little pieces like this. So let me... is I'm going to dip this in polycrylic. So I'm going to go around and make sure all my edges are sealed and that I like the way they look, that they look okay to me, that I don't want to like push them down anymore or manipulate them in any other way, or trim them or whatnot. Like this is where I want it, right? This is where it's going to be. And this is where it's going to be because I'm pretty happy with how this came together. So the thing I'm going to do next is, this is something I reused. I will run this through the hole and run it up a little bit and then not really tie it, but just give it a light little knot that won't come out when you're using it. Sometimes I wrap it twice, but you don't want it to come down onto your piece. So this is what this looks like. So this is what I will use to dip into the polycrylic. So in case any of you don't know, this is Minwax water-based polycrylic protective finish. This is the clear gloss variety. I also like the clear satin variety. I have not tried their matte yet, but I'd like to try it. That would be something I'd like to try in the future and see what I could do with. But right now I'm working with what I have, which is the gloss or the satin. And for this, I definitely want to use the gloss. So you're not supposed to shake this because it gets bubbles, and this you don't want bubbles in. So I'm actually just twirling it around the inside because there's not a ton left in this container right now. And so if you really want to get a look inside there, it looks milky, and that's what it's supposed to look like. So what I will do is now take this and drop it in. And I hope you can see that. Make sure I get the whole thing. And then I pull it up and I let it drip for a while. Because I think I am going to drill this, but I'm going to puzzle out drilling this while I'm looking at it, because I'm not sure where I want to drill it. Oh, where was that piece I found here? Yeah, they will catch fire, so beware. That I will cut that piece off probably, now that it's sealed down. I'm not seeing any. No, I'm not. Oh, okay. I am actually going to trim that just a little bit. Ouch. Okay, I'm liking that. Trim this too, because I don't really care for that either. Is it all closed in up here? Yes. Here, yes, here. Yeah, that all looks okay. I'm going to use a short one for this. And I'm just going to put it in this end. I hope this is enough. I might have to do something else if this doesn't work. There we go. Alright. And dippity dippity. Ooh, on the back I have a piece of this, of acrylic I missed. It's okay. It's still wet. You can fix it. I get it off? I did. See, it was a little piece that was on the back. That was from the hole. That's what I'm trying to do with that skewer, is get little pieces like that out of the hole. So I messed the dip up and I can still dip again. I think. Oh, that's the hole. Okay. Alright. So let's let this one drip and run. In case you're interested in what my little drying thing looks like, this is it. It literally is a cat food, not cat food, cat litter box that I cut away part of, taped together, so it made the box so that I had a 90-degree here. And then I drove skewer-like pieces through the back, coiled a piece of magazine here to help keep them up so that they wouldn't fall down when you put stuff like that on it to dry. And then in the back, to keep them in place, I put hot glue around each end where it's stuck through. And it's worked really well. I mean, look at the base of my thing here. Some of these you can't even move because they are literally, it's like they're glued down. They're polycrylic down. So this swinging that's going on with these two pieces is actually probably a good idea, because it'll make the drippies drip better.